Philadelphia, home to one of the NBA's most historic teams, the 76ers. Here are the players arriving earlier in the mood for action. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Now, it's no secret at the end of quarters, players will wait until just after the buzzer sounds to fire up heaves, so they won't hurt their field goal percentage. To encourage a nothing-to-lose approach on these plays, many say it's past time that the league only counts the makes in those situations. Kevin, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. Do it. Thanks, TA. So the net starting five. Durant is the 4, with Claxton playing the 5. Then there's Hicks. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Sumner in at the 1 spot. And for the 76ers, on the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
And the pass to Maxey. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. And here are the Nets. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team. Durant, no good. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Maxey finds Harris. To Maxey. Embiid, the pass to Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, Maxey. And the Nets, Richard, are trying to build a legacy where they're recognized as one of the league's true glamour franchises.
And they've got the star power and they've got the market. You got an ownership that is willing to pay for it. They will do everything, but ultimately it's going to be the players and how they perform on the court that will dictate how this success is viewed.
The infrastructure is there. Now can they get the players to fill the role? So it's Philadelphia now, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Count that one.
The reach of Embiid with his size and wingspan, he's a real threat on the offensive glass.
Pass to O'Neal. And stolen by Harris. Jumps up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clearly a foul.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of them. The Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town.
Mills, he's checked in for Edmund Sumner. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And Greg, you mentioned the 76ers have taken on the identity of Philadelphia. In your estimation, how?
You know, you go all the way back to the 80s. This has been a team that plays hard, focuses on defense, gritty, much like their city, so they tend to play with a chip on their shoulder.
Now Embiid, after the missed 3 from KD. Maxey attacking. It's blocked. passes to Claxton. Shoots over Embiid, and he overshot that one, missing.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Here's Durant, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. On the wing, Harris. No good that time. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Harris passes to Claxton.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Tucker. Thibault with the ball. Harris is there. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Maxey. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Out left to the wing, and Tucker kicks to Thibault. It's not going to go for him. The Nets go the other way with it. Harris, right side. Here's Durant. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. KD's got his second basket of the night.
Inside, Durant's scoring instincts take over, helping him find a path to that difficult shot.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And a new group in for the Nets. Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Simmons comes in for Kevin Durant. Edwards, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Curry subbed in for Joe Harris. They grabbed their own miss. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. For Philadelphia, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls.
Well, I played for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
Now, here's Mills. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Milton. The teardrop falls in.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
There's the pass to Edwards. Curry against Melton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Undrafted coming out of college in 2013, Seth Curry only played 48 games in his first 3 seasons, spending most of the time destroying the G League.
Free throw good, Curry.
And when you look at what he's doing now, it's hard to believe that Seth was ever kept off an NBA roster.
He's made quite the career for himself as one of the league's great three-point shooters and just an efficient scorer from all 3 levels.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Pass to Korkmaz. 6 on the shot clock. Over Edwards. Rebound, Brooklyn. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively, and that one gave up way too many easy shots.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
Misfires on the corner 3. 1:25 left to play in the first quarter. Melton passes to Harrell. Drops in the layup for 2. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
Now here's Mills. No points in the game yet for him.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
76ers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Melton passes to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Yeah, just showcasing his agility in these sets. Harrell's IQ in knowing when to slash is impressive.
Now here's Edwards. Passes it to Mills. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Free throw good, Mills. The 76ers making a switch here. House is checked in, and the Nets also making a change. Thomas is checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Melton with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 5. And they recover it. Korkmaz. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. 76ers lead by 1. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Actually out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's House in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Now here's Thomas after the miss from Joel Embiid. Here's Simmons. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Inside. Tucker finds Maxey. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Pass to Tucker. Out to the right wing. Just 4 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The pass to Sumner. Now, here is O'Neal. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Now, here's Thybulle. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Tucker the pass to Thybulle. Here's Maxey. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. There's a check-in for Daniel House. Then for the Nets, Durant's check-in for Edwin Sumner. And Harris subbed in for Thomas. Maxey hits them both. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Simmons. O'Neal against Harris. Ball's knocked loose. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Embiid. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I feel like one of the more underrated aspects of Embiid's game is his passing.
He understands that teams are going to bring 2, sometimes 3. You have to make quick decisions with the ball when that happens. Embiid, he embraces that challenge.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And Embiid drops them both.
And Embiid is, no question, one of the best players in the game. Just a versatile big man who wants to win multiple championships.
Now here's Simmons. 11 points for him in that last game against the Kings in Sacramento. And the basket is good. KD's got 6 points.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
It's tipped. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession.
It gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. On a switch here for Brooklyn. Edwards is checked in.
Such a versatile offensive player. Harris using his range this time to strike from the arc.
Maxey against Harris. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers? Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time was when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. Got a hand on it. Here's Claxton, defended by Milton. To the paint. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the loop.
The Nets have yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And it's tied up with that one. And the 76ers with some changes. Korkmaz comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Maxey. And then for Brooklyn, Seth Curry, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Mills in for Simmons. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. So it's Philadelphia now. Timeout called, the 76ers.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Harris. Here's Harrell. The second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Harrell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
And the Nets miss again.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Korkmaz. Off target from 3-point range.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
KD's shot is good.
Getting comfortable in the second quarter. His efficiency is finally on the rise.
Now, here's Milton. He's tightly guarded, and it's denied. And he recovers it. And it's Earl missing.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Here's Curry. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. There's 1:54 left to play in the first half. Pass to Melton. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Harris passes to Harris. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
The 76ers trailed by 3. From 12 feet out, Korkmaz, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The Nets have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good.
Improving every season he's been in the league. Harris is quietly one of the best perimeter shooters in the game.
George Niang, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Sharp's checked in for Durant. And so he makes both from the line.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Here's Korkmaz, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
And that one misses. So for the Nets, O'Neal's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Harris. And he's good on the second. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Pass to Sumner. And Curry has it in the corner. The pass to Sharp. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sharp's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Back to Melton. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Thomas feeling it out a bit. Connects on the 17-footer. Thomas got his first points of the game.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. If he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Doc Rivers. Coach, what did you think of the effort in the first half?
Well, the effort's fine, I guess. Defensively, we got to be better, so that's part of the effort. But they're just scoring too easy. They're throwing us around. They are so much more the physical team right now, so we got to pick up our physicality.
I'm sure that will be discussed thoroughly before the next half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA halftime show on 2K Sports. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. They found a nice groove in the second quarter, running out to an 8-point lead. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been not so much for the offense. That's been the difference in the game.
And Kenny, your take on Philadelphia.
Whatever they're trying to do on offense, it ain't working. If they have any chance of coming back in this one, they're going to have to be more methodical. Talent without discipline will never result in sustained success.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Second half underway. Here's who Jock Vaughn's got on the floor. Durant is the 4, with Claxton playing the 5. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Harris. And it's Sumner in at the 1.
Oh, it's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And you can just sense his determination, trying to do everything he can to keep this game within reach.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Thanks, guys. The Nets have tremendous talent, of course, but there have been some challenges. Katie says, I know the fans have high expectations for us, but if you're a fan, you'll appreciate Nets basketball and what we're trying to build, and you'll follow us along this journey, because you never know what may happen. Kevin, back to you.
Great. David, thank you.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from O'Neal. O'Neal hits them both. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Trailing here by 8. On the wing, Harris. Embiid trying to break loose. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good work following the miss. You can't overlook the rebounding ability of Harris.
To the left side wing. Here's Sumner. He's covered by Maxey. And the clock. Sumner kicks to O'Neal. Over Harris. And it's off the back rim. No good.
An NBA All-Defense for 2 years running. Matisse Thybulle has been a game-changing defender from the minute he set foot in the NBA.
Now here is Harris. After the miss from Joel Embiid. Here's Claxton. And he banks in the layup. Claxton's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Not enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Back to Thybulle. Pass to Harris. Now here's Embiid. He right on him. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And Craig, we know at Washington, Thybulle was the college defensive player of the year, averaging 3.5 steals and over 2 blocks a game.
And per minute, not far off that pace in the pros. His opponent field goal percentage last season good for second best in the league.
And so here is Philadelphia, following the bucket by the Nets. And that one's good. Thybulle. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Durant down low. Guarded by Tucker.
Well, KD's still a net after asking for a trade. The team looked, didn't feel the deal was there. And Durant will continue to play. But you feel like this story could drag on until the trade deadline or beyond.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. That's Mills in for Royce O'Neal. And so Durant nails them both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay for them.
And Embiid throws it down.
Defense looks helpless against Embiid on that slam. He's just too physical.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
Misses the three. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Sumner. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Out to Harris. Here's Simmons. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Passes it to Tucker. Embiid dishes to Harris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Season after season, it seems like Tobias Harris only proves himself more invaluable.
He's one of those glue guys. Stick him into almost any lineup and he can contribute. Points, rebounds, assists, whatever you need, and that's what makes him a precious commodity.
And the first one drops.
A swing man that scores on all 3 levels. Harris is about as consistent as it gets.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Matisse Thybulle. And then for Brooklyn, Sharps checked in for Durant. Edwards comes in for Joe Harris. And Curry subbed in for Edmund Sumner.
And no issues getting up for Simmons. An emphatic 2 points from the Australian.
Pass to Korkmaz. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
The 76ers making a switch here. Niang's checked in. Here's Harrell. He's got 6. Korkmaz. The 76ers with another miss.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him. Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets? And the 76ers making a change here. House is checked in. Thomas checked in for the Nets.
One shot.
Free throw good. Mills. The 76ers trail by 10. Out to the right wing. House, the pass to Melton. No good. Shot missing.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
They get it back. Mills can't hit. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up for Action, I was wondering, do you think the recent postseason success of small market teams like Milwaukee is good for the NBA?
Absolutely. Guys should be able to feel like they can win no matter where they are playing at. And no one wants to see the same couple of teams in the playoffs every single year. Smaller market success makes the league better.
And so House nails both of them. Here's Mills. 7 points in the game. The pass to Sharp. Over Harrell. And again, it's the Nets missing.
I rushed that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Melton passes to Harrell. Up top, Curry. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. And the Nets miss again. The 76ers trailed by 8. Pass to Niang. 1:24 left in the third quarter of the game. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. The rebound by Sharp.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
Passes it to Melton. He kicks it to House. No good on the 3. Nets leading by 8. Sharp, that's good. Sharp's got his second basket of the game.
At 6'11", with his passing skills, Simmons will always find the open man.
Here's Niang, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shot from 12. Rebounded by the Nets. Simmons got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dishes it to Thomas. Back to Simmons. Right side Curry. The 19-foot shot. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket for Melton.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Right back after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Maxey, and it's Harris in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Shooting for Brooklyn. Edmund Sumner. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 11-point game. Embiid finds Maxey. Sinks the triple.
Nice pass by Embiid, smartly taking advantage of a wide open man.
Curry on the wing. Defended by Thibault. Knocked loose. That's good from Claxton. And the Nets lead by 10.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And Tucker kicks to Embiid. On the way, Harris. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Sinks the three-pointer.
Just a beautiful job of scanning the floor, finding the open man. Harris looking to involve his teammates.
Pass to Curry. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's only his first turnover of the game. And considering how far we are into the game, you can live with that.
Harris is checked in for Seth Curry. And there's the pass to Thibault. Plays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Oh, just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And another great look at the 2K drive.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Durant, it's hauled in by Thibault. Thibault's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Tucker, and Durant sends it back.
A tremendous defender. Durant's length can cause major issues for the offense.
You can't get that one to fall. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And one more foul, and he's out of here. Gotta be careful from here on out.
And luckily that they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
To the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, Embiid just terrorizes defenses on the inside. Good luck guarding the big fella.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Both good from the line that time. Brooklyn leading by 3. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
The short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if we can build on this lead.
Thank you, David. Here's Maxey. That shot off the mark. O'Neal with the defensive effort. KD passes to Simmons. Back to KD. To end the cold streak and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Harris.
Don't foul that guy. For his career, Durant is about 90% at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Offensively, Durant might be the most unguardable player in NBA history. He can shoot, dribble, pass, drive, you name it. Everything he does it at a high level on top of being 7 feet tall.
Durant hits them both. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. To the left wing. Tucker inside. Durant's there. And it's sent back by KD. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist from KD.
Give some love to KD there, making the unselfish play.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Thibault. Just 5 on the clock. Feeds to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
That'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. On the wing, Harris. Back to Simmons. Pass to Harris. Teardrop shot. And Simmons with the lay-in. 6 points for Ben Simmons.
And that's where Simmons wants to operate as a scorer. Foul line down.
Harris kicks to Thibault. Here's Tucker. And it's off from 3-point range.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Shoots a fader. No good off the back of the rim.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off a shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
Durant feeling it out a bit. 3-pointer. Kept alive. Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Harris.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Harris drops them both. The 76ers trailed by 9. Outside Maxey. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
The Nets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Harris outside. This one for 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Offensive rebound. And it's good. 2 points.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives it. He is really fed off that. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Harris passes to Maxey. Here's Embiid, banked in off the glass.
And no doubt the ball is going to go to Embiid there. Needing a bucket, and he gets it.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Here's Claxton, pocket 6. There's O'Neal with the 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. That one on Harris.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
So the first of 3 is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he misses the second attempt, but one more coming up here. And so he ends up making 2 out of 3, and it's a 7-point game. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. A 3-ball, good. And now they trail by just 4.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're behind by 6. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Maxey, yes! And now they trail by just 4. And Brooklyn has possession. They've held a 12-point lead early, and an intentional foul right there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
I'm not going to lie, that's big, making all of those, giving them a little bit more breathing room.
It counts.
And who else do you want in this situation? It's all about Embiid, and he's ready to carry that load.
Here's Simmons, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Shooting for Take a break. Take a break.
Kevin Durant
2 shots.
at the line for 2.
The first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. And the 76ers call time here. They trail by 6. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
Three seconds left in the game. Maxey kicks to Embiid. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Tucker. No good from outside. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Shoot 2.
2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That'll pretty much do it.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you very much. KD, a great individual performance for you. Game looked easy for you out there.
Well, my teammates, they play so well tonight, setting everybody up. And I know it's winning time, so I just try to be aggressive.
And that aggressiveness led to another win, man. Appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.